He took a moment to reflect upon his position in relation with Magers. Both of them had been adventurers, having lost and succeeded before becoming Barrens, then also having lost and succeeded. Mager now was retired from all that. Though he was an advisor in his court, Prometheus was happy to just let him be, and let him have the time with the one that he loved. Prometheus wished that he had the same. Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker with me, Boltish McGammar. Last time, not only did we help out Susanna from the Varnhold Lot DLC, we also fought the Bane of the Living. So we need to go back to our throne room, and we need to find a way to spend a little bit more time before we get on with the Ancient Curse again. We have a lot of time, I think. We have somewhere above 160 days. And yeah, it's not actually 160 days. It's probably going to be more like 140. But nevertheless, I'm happy with the things that we have accomplished. It says that there's more things going on in the capital. I don't know where they are. I'm not too worried about it. I think we just manage our affairs while we're inside the throne room so that we can handle any deals that come up as they come up. So what can we do? What can we do to pass time? I think we can claim a region. No, we can't do that. The only person that's available right now is Jaethal. So you know what? Let's rank up Jaethal. This is worth doing. We need to raise our culture. Okay, the militia is assembled. That's good. And the Sweet Teeth better be done. They're done. The Sweet Teeth are done. Good. Okay, so more culture. Yeah, we didn't deal with the livestock, so our clerics were busy. More espionage points. We love that. The Minister spies easily tracked down the swindlers and arrested them one by one. Beautiful. Well done, Ekin. We have a triumph for Nature's Rage. Lost no time in tracking the raging animals back to their lairs and slaughtering them. The remaining beasts have scattered to pose no threat. Well done! Destroy it with fire. The Varnhold militia is ready for duty. Terrible is grateful and ready to start working on a leatherworker, if we can provide her with a suitable workshop. Okay, so that should be our #1 priority now. Keston's now better at his job, too. Beautiful. We love that for him. Good for him. Okay, so we go to... Don't know what happened there, Mouse, but okay. We go over to Varnhold, and we need to make a leatherworking shop. Yep, that's our good old Varnhold. So it was terrible. So that is this. It needs to go next to a tavern or a longhouse. Well, we have an inn, but not a tavern. We have a trade shop, but not a tavern. We have a foundry, but not a tavern. So, with that in mind, the only thing we have is that longhouse. So we're going to do that. Good enough for me. It'll take time to get built, of course, but it started, and that's what matters, right? Okay, so what happened in the 14 days? Ooh, that's a lot of events. Okay, you auto-assigned yourself on this, and your odds are really bad, actually. So, let's have you help with that winged menace. We'll give you a coin. Who can do this? Truth of the Blade. You know, it could really use some points. You have slightly better odds than Lindsay, too. Let's have you do this. I'm just spending coins willy-nilly. Dead Man's Chest. Alright, that's good for you, Jaethal. Yeah, you have really good odds for this. Yeah, get on that. And we can't deal with the Protector of the Weak because only Harem can do that, and he's busy! He's busy! We're dealing with curses here! 14 days. 8 days. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna get this done. Then afterwards, we have 4 more curses to deal with. Mordecai can only be handled by you. Tristine can only be handled by you. 90 days. 70. Oh no. The Face Sisters can be handled by either one of them, but, like, that's another 40... Okay, the 45 days one's not that bad. And Armag's Curse is 60 days. Okay. They give such meager gains to Arcane and Divine, but you know what? Like, I gotta get the curses done. I gotta know. We gotta get that research done. I do want to claim regions, but I think Ragongar needs to get done, and Kesta needs to get done. Either way, we have things that we can do now. So we can go see the Sweet Teeth, and then we can go take care of that task that the Forefather set before us. Oh, but we have something else first. Hey, Balkan! More gloves! Yeah, I'll take them. Thanks, buddy. Lindsay?
Prometheus, I just received word. Did you know that there's trouble brewing in Varnhold? The militia is at odds with itself. The captain cannot help get our soldiers in line. According to her, they've gotten completely out of hand. It might even come to bloodshed. I think you should pay them a visit personally.
Okay, we can do that. It always comes to that, doesn't it?
In due time.
But first, I should go see the Sweet Teeth. Well, before I see the Sweet Teeth, I should probably sell those swords that I got from the Bane of the Living. I have 2 of them. It says on their value it's worth 60,000 gold each. And I did spend a lot of gold last time, so it'd be nice to recoup some of that loss. Maybe I could buy some more scrolls of heal while I'm at it. Maybe I should buy some scrolls to remove curse. You know, so I could farm more of that if I really wanted to. That's a lot of experience. I don't know. If I were to do that, I'd absolutely be off-screening it. You guys don't want to see me kill a demon over and over again, do you? Probably not. Twice is enough. Hey, Hazuf. Bane of the Living. Yeah, that's a pretty penny. Quite a cool copper there. Love to see it. Good for me. You know what? I think I can safely sell the necklace.
As it should be.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to the Cleric of Abadar. How about we sort by name? Can you give me... I would really like, actually... How about a heal mass? Give me, like, 8 more. Like, 8 more. Yeah, that looks good. Honestly, we can afford it now. We're great. Look at how much money we got. We're great. And let's get a couple of remove curse. Oh, they only have 99 in stock. You know what? Let's get, like, 10. I think beyond that is excessive. They're really cheap. In we go. Oh, the items in here, they have a Mastodon. First things first.
In due time.
Alright. Tavi, what's going on here?
All done. We washed all the bones to a perfect shine.
We need a nice fellow, and a nice fellow followed us back. Can we keep him? He tramps around loudly at night, but we'll make him some soft shoes.
He's tamed, even potty trained.
Let's see if we can complete my task.
Give us your orders. We won't let you down.
On the other hand, I don't have any errands for you.
Pity. We're ready for any feat. If you need us to perform a feat, you won't have to ask twice.
It looks like you completed all my tasks. I have just one last thing to ask of you.
Such a shame. We only just started. Oh well, that's too bad.
Even if you manage to come up with any more tasks for us, feel free to come visit. We're here all the time.
Tevi lowers her eyes. We promise not to keep away from our friend, and I think I know why we're always being sent out on errands.
I have to go. Thanks for stopping by.
If you need anything, just whistle.
They got a mastodon. The mammoth looks at you with adorably with its black shiny eyes. Munch, munch, munch. Does it say a third thing? No. Oh, stop, stop, stop. Oh, it's gonna grow bigger than the house. Alright, let's go talk to the sisters. Hold on, I have to pick that
All
open again,
according
don't
to
I?
plan.
Quick save. Okay, first we'll get the things that we don't have to pick open. We'll get the poem. And we'll get the other poem.
Follow my lead.
We'll get whatever's in the box. And then we'll go after the diary.
It is finished.
Yeah! I'm pretty sure we already have it. It's probably exactly the same. But it's nice that now we have duplicates. Alright, so how you doing, Kanerah? The tiefling girl looks at you from under her lashes, curling a strand of hair around the finger.
Of course you recognize me, but I'm Kanerah.
You know, the Forefather came to talk to me. Kanerah gives you a wry smile.
What a surprise. It's little wonder that he came to you instead of me. He respects hierarchy, as devils should. So, what did he want?
I'm not gonna say the lawful evil thing. He offered to help us, he offered his help against a soul eater that's hunting you.
Oh goodness, what fatherly commitment. You're right, he might be useful. But dangerous too, like any devil. But since it's my life that's at stake...
Kanerah shivers and holds her shoulders.
The Soul Eater. No matter how I try, I'm never able to think of our last encounter as just another unpleasant episode of my past. Maybe it's because I understood perfectly well what was happening. I was completely alone, losing a fight, being killed by a monster that would eat my soul. And I would lose everything, even an afterlife.
I'd like to talk to your sister about this as well.
With that stiff? Very well, I'll go get her. So long.
The tiefling girl is quietly singing something soft and sorrowful. Seeing you, she nods warmly.
I'm Kalika, in case you're wondering.
I have important news for you. The devil knows the Forefather came for me. Kalika turns pale.
What? What did he want?
I'm not gonna say a chaotic good thing. He wants you and I to go to the Barrens to deal with the Soul Eater who killed Kanerah. He says he's ready to help.
Soul Eater has returned. I don't know what to do, Prometheus. I'm worried sick. A devil's guile knows no bounds, but if my sister is in danger... I beg you, at least try to find out why the Forebearer is plotting, and whether my Soul Eater really is once more at our heels.
Alright, I have to go. So long, Kalika. The girl lowers her head.
Good luck to you in everything you do.
Okay, so we have to prepare her. So we're taking off the braces of armor, the ring of luck. You can keep that. You can keep that. The connectiatum, and the physical form. You can equip this since you are doing something for the government. I think. Actually, no, I don't think she is. I think she's a good treasurer, but I'm not using her for it. Okay, so you need... Sort by type. Let's see. First and foremost, you need bracers. We'll give you the armor. We will give you... Resistance +4. Sure. You're already using an Emblem My Fist, so you don't need any of that. You need the Connectiatum. You need a ring. You need a ring. Let's give you little +3s. And the proficiency ring. Sure, why not? Do I have a pair of boots to give you? I have one. Yeah, there's the creeping death. Boots are really rare. And how about some gloves? We have a couple of extra pairs of mad scientist gloves. Yeah, why not? Wear some of that. I think it'll be better than the dueling one. For now. And as long as we're doing that physical form, right there. Just the way you like it. Okay, as for items for everybody else, might as well give you this cape, because we bought it. It's good for you. And for Jaethal, how about we give you the Charon's Touch? That way you can possibly heal yourself with a harm spell every day. That would be a boon. And you know what? Yeah, I'll take Ragongar with us. Give you... You have Intimidate now. Give you that Persuasion boost. That take off your helmet? If he rages, he can't cast spells. So we'll give you the fancy helmet. And I think you wear heavy armor now? No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. You can wear the bone mail, though. That'll be good for you. Alright, we also have this fancy new plate armor. Yeah! Yeah, that's good stuff for you. And you know what? You don't need to really worry about using, You can wear that. You don't really have to worry about casting spells, so you can rage and summon barbarians. There you go, Valerie. Enjoy. I think it keeps you from using your wands, but, like, if you're in melee and using rage, then you're not going to be using your wands. Yeah, this looks good. Okay.
In due time.
I think we're ready to go out on a bit of an adventure. So we have to deal with the militia. And we have to deal with the Forefather. I caught that guy wiggling. That guy loves wiggling. Okay, so we'll switch out most of the party. So who are we bringing? Let's bring Ragongar, Knock Knock, and Harem. I'm still taking Jaethal because I need Jaethal to be able to heal herself. We're also fighting Soul Eaters. It would be silly not to bring Jaethal, knowing that Jaethal is immune to the random nonsense that Soul Eaters tend to love to put on themselves. I say Soul Eaters plural. It sounds like we're only going to be fighting one. You know, I think it's better that I be prepared to fight many, just in case. Because it's never just one Soul Eater, right? We're going to the Shambling Steps. Saves us a grand total of, like, maybe an hour. And we're going to the Barrens. It's a little bit different than I remember it, but it's still a form of Barrens. Okay. First things first, we change the formation of the party. The melee want to be up front. And I know that Harem is a melee, but he'll be fine in the back. Next up...
I'm glad you called.
Your bar is a mess, because I haven't done anything with you in forever. So, that down there, this over here. You technically use Deadly Aim. So, Deadly Aim could go over here, because otherwise I'll get mixed up with everything else. Sort this all over here. So, Empowered is a 1. Maximized is a 2. And then here's Quicken, but we're never going to use that. We're never going to use that. Dazzling Display sure is a thing. You can do Greater Invisibility once. Oh yeah, that's your shoes. Okay, so for the Earth Blast, we'll have our Deadly Earth replace the Kinetic Blade. So the Kinetic Blade will be with the rest of the equipment spells over here. That's fine. Kinetic Healer can go over with the utility stuff. I don't want to accidentally use that. Torrent is going to be our equivalent of Eruption? No, I think it's going to be Wall now. I think we're going to primarily use Wall spells. Water Wall, that's fun. That sounds fun. So let's put that here. Get this out. We're primarily still going to be throwing rocks, because rocks trip people. So extended range rock and extended range mud will be our primary spells. But we also want deadly earth mud. Deadly earth mud can go live over here. Alright. I think that's pretty good. I think we're set back up for her. So that's going to be our primary thing and our primary way. Now then.
Share your
You need to
will.
heal yourself. We did just get false life greater and harm. Okay, let's harm yourself. You love it. Yeah, okay, alright, that bracer's worth it. That bracer's worth it if no other reason than Jathal. Okay, you shield.
Where to now?
You shield.
Focus on the
Buff
goal.
the party with a good old good hope. Buff the party with a good old bless. Okay, you get yourself with a mirror image. You get yourself with a mirror image.
I know what to do.
I get myself with a mirror image.
Yes, I'm still here.
And you get, let's get Prometheus with a death ward. Yeah, that sounds good.
State your desire.
I could buff up with blurs too, but I think that might be overkill.
I need to concentrate.
For our last bit of
Becoming
overkill, let's turn my
distracted
rod
leads to
off
Becoming dismembered.
and cast a good old haste. Actually, you know what?
Any fun to be had?
We're going dark. Why don't you cast haste? Oh, fun. You. Kalika folds her arms on her chest and glances at the devil. A rude girl. The Forefather doesn't seem insulted. I thought you were old enough to understand what little meaning there is in such labels as good and evil. Didn't the evil devil help you and your sister? Didn't the followers of the good goddess despise you? Anyway, now is not the time for long conversations. I promised you a chance to get rid of the Soul Eater once and for all, without any fuss. That time is now. The devil makes a sweeping gesture forward.
And what is this noise, Nio? Are you trying to annoy me by pounding rocks on the pot?
I'm not doing anything!
But I can hear it.
Watch out.
The sweet teeth! No! No!
Why so upset, my dear? I used my mastery of illusions to fool the slow-witted Soul Eater. It will get its victim, 3 of them in fact, and it will believe that it captured and killed Kanerah. And then I will leave, and your problem is solved. Kalika looks at you, eyes filled with despair.
Please, Prometheus, we have to save them! What if we summon Kanerah? The creature will be drawn to her, and we'll be able to kill it. But then my sister... Oh, Nethys, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Follow your heart, of course. Isn't that the sort of true, trite wisdom you all love to repeat? We could say the good option, to summon Kanerah and save the Sweet Teeth. Or we could say the evil option, which will just let the Sweet Teeth die. But Prometheus has a level head. We're going to do the best of both worlds. I can't put the lives of Sweet Teeth above Kanerah's, or vice versa. Let that be decided by combat, come what may.
Alright then, let's hurry.
We don't have time. Yeah, we don't have time for any of this nonsense, so,
Who's there?
knock knock go.
Lamash?
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
It doesn't seem to have worked. You get into melee? Your charge broke?
Shaman work, not hero work.
Oh well. We're Gongar's good enough. I could try to rattle its bones. That's great. Okay, so... It doesn't look like it can really get an angle to try and get any earth on it. Like, if I try to do this at any angle, it's going to get a teammate. So I guess our best bet is to just throw a rock at it. Yeah, let's hit it with a rock. Oh, it's a surprise round. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I don't gather power. I missed. I rolled a 1. It happens.
Unworthy.
Okay, round combat happened, and it looks like a lot more Soul Eaters came out. Great! Great! We're flanking, right?
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Oh no! Wisdom drain! Okay, good thing I put mirror image on myself. Let's finish this thing off. Or we can just hurt it a lot. I guess it is a more powerful iteration of 1. Let's get into melee.
Repent.
Nice try, Harem. I need to get out of melee. I can blast this with sound. And lightning. I also need to get out of melee. I would like to drop Deadly Earth. I would like to drop some Deadly Earth here. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too close to get us, or to avoid getting us. So,
Yeah, that's not the best.
if that's the case, why don't I just, hit it with one of these. Well, that splattered it with mud. Well done. Sweet Teeth are still trying. Really glad that we have Jaethal here.
Wretched thing.
Alright, that finishes the big one. Okay, fortunately, Harem is very durable and has extremely high fortitude saves. But we need Knock Knock to delete this one. Thank you. We need you to Bergong this. Very strong. Well done.
Your life ebbs low.
And we beat it down. Well done, Harem.
Sweet Teeth, you are alive! I was so scared.
Kalika steps forward to embrace her friends, but then stops and turns to the Forefather, clenching her fist.
Leave us alone! Go away now! We aren't afraid of your little plots, you see?
What plot, silly child? I only saved your sister. Do you really not give her a moment's thought?
Yes. I almost dragged Kanerah into the bloodshed without even asking her. But it was Prometheus who stopped me, while you seem to have been waiting for a chance to push me into the abyss.
You sound so confident, but what does Kanerah think of this?
A shadow of doubt runs over the girl's face.
Let's ask her.
Kanerah raises her brow expressively, eyeing the scene.
So, what did I miss?
Could someone explain to us what's going on? The Forefather wanted to feed the Sweet Teeth to the Soul Eater, supposedly to help you, but we interfered.
Really? I'm amazed that she didn't occur to Kalika to summon me to bait her Soul Eater. My sister seems to be growing more mature. I'm almost ready to believe she's not just a silly little fool.
She smiles and seems pleased.
An amazing agreement, in a way, a reconciliation. I expected a more emotional reaction, but it doesn't matter. What does matter is that my little play was a success. I hope it will help spare my darling girls from the strictures imposed upon them by their divine patron.
A quick succession of thoughts flash behind Kanerah's eyes.
So that's what this was all about.
Obviously. It would be madness and short-sighted to argue with the herald of Nethys himself.
You hear a chuckle from under the iron mask.
But it would be pathetic to do nothing. You see, girl, and you, Prometheus, my offspring is a valuable investment in the world, and I wish to secure my interests. For ages, I've reaped souls in the sickle reef's grain, turning even the most loyal followers from their service to the almighty gods. And I imagine that all-seeing nutters decide to make a joke of me by taking the 2 souls that are mine by right. But everything will work out just fine. Soon enough, I will reclaim what's been taken from me.
We are not your property.
In your case, the matter must still be discussed, but in Kanerah's case, the situation is quite clear. She made a contract with me for a lifetime of service, and she's the only one who thinks a formal death followed by a resurrection can spare her from her contract. But in any case, it's not up to you to decide your fate.
Why'd you plot all this, Forefather? What's in all this for you?
To secure a valuable investment, of course. The mindless monster from Abaddon in hunting Kanerah was standing in my way, and I had to get rid of it. But there's more, of course. What kind of devil makes plans without sinister ulterior motives? I cannot help but oppose Nethys, who has taken my girls under his wing. But I can drive them to break the god's conditions, and thus lose his patronage. And I have succeeded. First I lured them to the lands with the disk of the eclipse. Then I made them reveal themselves to everyone present. Kalikka just couldn't stay and watch her precious sweet teeth die, could she? To protect them, she only needed to bring Kanerah right before everyone's eyes. And in any case, their vows of secrecy have been broken. Now we only need to deal with the second condition, and then I may receive what's been taken from me.
Whatever it is you're planning, I'll protect Kanerah and Kalikka.
Of course you're welcome to try, but I don't recommend meddling in games of devils and gods. I've made my move, and now I shall wait. Soon enough, the game will continue.
Well, 5 soul eaters, huh? Alright, let's give him a chat.
You know what? I really like that adventure with the Soul Eater.
I'm afraid of Kanerah. She'll definitely roast us. Oh.
We'll stay here a little while longer, and then we'll go wandering around. We'll see the world.
Well, they seem mostly untroubled, so that's fine. Let's drop a quick save here, before I go interacting with any boxes or whatever on this map. It would be a shame to go through all that dialogue again just because I failed to go through a single lockpick check. Okay. Some good old diamond dust. Good material to find. Potatoes. Love to see it. We could fight the horses? No, probably not. Anything else on this map? There's an exit. Oh.
As
A
it should be.
Megalosaurus.
Interesting.
Oh, and some loot.
I did it. I did.
Powerful loot from the looks of it. Okay. Cloak of Resistance +2, not that powerful. But a kinetic diadem. Wait. Hold on. Just a moment. Newest. Ah, we only had a lesser one previously. Now we have a full one. That's even better. Why not? Sure.
All according to plan.
That's pretty good. That's worth doing.
I can help.
Let's try it out. How about maximize Deadly Earth on these Megalosaurus?
You cannot stand against me.
Very nice.
Despicable.
Well, we got it. That's a lot of damage. Did we even get a lot of XP from those? We only got 45 XP each from those. That was really not worth it. But you know what? I'm still happy I did it. Let's put a new rock over here. Just out of the way. So that way we can actually get at this Megalosaurus skins. We're making the lore check pretty reliably now. So that feels good. We should look at other avenues on the map as well. There might be additional loot on top of the other hill or something.
What's that thing?
Oh, I was right.
That is not
Tell them
far.
where your dog tag. Anything else? Signs point to no. Maybe in the middle. Maybe in the middle. No, I'm not getting any closer to that earth. Alright, well that was a fruitful adventure. What else did we have to do? Oh right, we need to go to the Varnhold. Yeah, the Varnhold. Not just any Varnhold, the Varnhold. Alright, let's warp over there. You know, if I was really mean, I could just be taking the Kinesis around and, you know, hitting the entire village with the Deadly Earth. That's not really what we're about,
All
though.
according to plan.
Oh, good. Alright. What do you guys say? What good does this stay to us? We're the militia. We can fight for ourselves. We plow the land. We should rule it as well. Great. Okay. It doesn't
As
sound
it
like
should
these are
be.
going to be a talkative sort.
Where now?
So let's have you go
You
here.
have my attention.
Have you go here.
I'm restless.
Have you go here.
Patience.
Have you go here.
Please.
And
do
let's get
tell.
ready for, like, this. Or maybe this.
The end
So maybe
draws
you
near.
go over here. A fraught scene is playing out before you. Turval, the captain of the militia, is in a fiery argument with the angry man in heavy armor. Their hands are on their hilts of their weapons, and their eyes are locked. Their stares are so intense that they could petrify a lesser warrior. Thank the gods you're here. Rein in these dogs. They're inciting revolt and trying to rile up my militiamen.
Oh ho! She sees her master and wants to lick his boots. This land belongs to us, not this bird of passage. We plough these fields, and we protect them as well. When the bandits come, we'll be the ones that are shedding blood on the first of our homes, and the big city folk will just hide in their holes. I say no more.
We'll call it a man. You there, what do you want?
What's there to explain? We got ourselves an army here, right? That means we can defend our land with our own now, right? We build these little old huts ourselves, we plough the fields, we tend off the bandits. That means we deserve to rule Varnhold ourselves. There's no more need for strangers.
Do you remember whose gold bought you those weapons? Who taught you to fight? Who gathered the militia in the first place?
What you say is true. You helped us arm ourselves, and for that you have our thanks. That's why we don't want to break away from the kingdom. We just want to rule our own homes. What gives you the idea that you, living in the capital, know better than us what live in Varnhold, what really know what Varnhold needs? Trust me, you'll only thank us once you set us free.
You're aware that, like, we are literally next door neighbors thanks to the power of teleportation circles.
That's not the same.
Turval, what is happening here?
These idiots have decided they want you to pretend that we're independent now. They've all but forgotten their vows they gave you. The fools can't see that if they were to leave Varnhold, the whole region would fall into chaos. The bandits would be back fighting for dominance all over again. The rivers would flow red. We gave them law and order. And if they decide to give it all up, why? They're such fools. Perhaps you should let them have their own way and think they know what they want.
And what will you do? Hang us all? And then what? Send us new soldiers? That's the true face of your grace and mercy. You butcher anyone who speaks out against you. You two-faced bastards.
Why hasn't this revolt been dealt with already, Tyrval?
Forgive me, Your Highness. It's just...
The half-elf lowers her voice.
These were our people, Your Highness. Our neighbors, farmers, craftsmen. I didn't want to spill even more blood. But I suppose I failed, haven't I?
We're gonna be lawful about Tyrval, take care of your people right now. I will support you. Because I'm not gonna agree to their revolt and hand over the town. And I'm not going to engage in slaughter myself.
Yes, Your Highness. Now I'll put these upstarts in their place.
Huh, you wish. You hear that, folks? They want us to run home with our tails between our legs. What do you think? We're fighting for our land or what?
You should be.
Well, we do have to jump on them. Thankfully. Unfortunately, I don't have a good charge lane for that one. I do for this one. Loads of damage. I can blast this many with the sound of my voice. Yeah, they're not having a good day.
Bleed for me.
We can't get you this turn. But you know what? We'll just walk into melee anyway. And we can Vital Strike on the surprise round. So he's down. Okay. I'm pretty sure they're flat-footed while they're like that, so...
Come here, Bat. I'm not gonna stab you.
Yeah, he's down. They're stunned, so that's good. Good for me. And that back on.
This should do it.
I still managed to miss. I rolled a 1. Unfortunately, they are moving in the way of Kalika doing cool things. So that's a sad moment. Well, it's fine. We'll just fire some mud. Down you go. And the militia handled the last militiaman. Tyrval gives you a tired look, but there's an ingratiating tone in her voice.
Please, Your Highness, do not execute these fools. Yes, they have overstepped their bounds, but this was simply folly, nothing more. I implore you, have mercy on the guilty, and do not disband the militia altogether.
Let's see. This disbands the militia. This disbands the militia. The only one that doesn't disband the militia is this one. So this is, of course, the one I'm going to do. Place them under house arrest until they come to their senses. As for the militia, I'll give you one more chance. Tyrval smiles, her face beaming with gratitude.
Thank you. You have my word. This will not happen again. We won't let you down. Listen up, you oafs. Away with you. Back to your homes, everyone.
Alright, that handles that. We're going to give them a second chance, and that will take some time. That will take some time. So, we'll get this quest whenever it decides to tell us to continue this quest. In the meantime, apparently, what did we arm our people with? We gave every single member of the militia a cure moderate wound potion, a masterwork weapon, which looks like they all chose longswords, half plate, and a tower shield. Oh, that's heavy. Yeah, honestly, we didn't arm them very well, all things said. And it's all very heavy and not very valuable, so of course we're going to sell it immediately. We are in a town of our owning, after all. Yeah, so let's get rid of that. All that and all that. There we go, that helps with our weight. Yeah, how is our weight issue? Medium! Honestly, we don't have the hat. There's a hat still on Jubilost, and that's probably why we're tipping over to medium. Which is fine. I don't mind traveling with a medium load. We're mostly teleporting these days anyway. So that's handled. So far, so good. I think I should go back to the capital and talk to the sisters, though. I'm sure their minds are racing with thoughts of what the Forefather is going to do next, after all. And maybe they'll have some ideas as to what it might be, and ways that we could try to prepare and protect ourselves. Sure is snowing now. I think I missed the second snowfall that we're supposed to have. I just worked through those months. The sweet teeth are gone. But she's still here. Kanerah mumbles something with an independent air, then chuckles. Some story, isn't it? You're fine, aren't you? Nah, we need to discuss what happened. I'm surprised. Between everything that's going on in your lands, you find interest in such a trifle as the devil's plots and the family troubles of two lowly tieflings. Did you understand what the Forefather was trying to achieve? He explained everything, and with his devilish dedication to details. He considers his offspring a valuable investment, and me? Well, I'm his property, and my death didn't annul the contract. But I suspect he has another motive. You know, Demivaga, like the Forefather, live for one thing, twisting the souls of the believers of other deities, and bringing them under the reign of Asmodeus. Hell does not forgive mistakes, and the Forefather was well regarded there. But his valuable investment slipped his grasp, and he rescued by another deity. That must be unbearable for him, and he will do anything it takes to take us back. Or me, at least. I'm surprised you and Kalika didn't get into a fight. We can't, thanks to Nethys. It was a wise decision dividing us with a time-plane wall. But seriously, the Forefather is as devious as they come. He found a way to trick us both. But everything turned out alright in the end, I suppose. What can we do? I'd say we should figure out how to stop the Forefather from carrying out his plan. He's stronger than you or I. It's only Nethys' power that keeps him at bay, for now. Only someone with a death wish would stand against the deity, or his herald. But for now, all we can do is wait. I need to talk to your sister. Kanerah sighs. Of course. But cheer her up, would you? She must be all worked up. She's been through so much. After everything that's happened at Amalan's Barrens, Kalika has kept her promise while acting like as if nothing happened. This time, she greets you with almost pointed nonchalance. Hello, welcome. We have to discuss what happened. You have the right to ask answers. Ask. Did you understand what the Forefather was trying to achieve? Oh, yes. He couldn't help explaining everything in great detail. The patronage of Nethys gave us weighs heavily upon him. But despite all his might, the Forefather believes in rules. He imagines that if he forces us to break the deity's conditions, Nethys will turn away from us. Perhaps he's right. But in spite of everything, I'm grateful to this taste of freedom I've received. I've had enough of pretending. I want to bear my true name, and not have to lie about everything all the time. Are you upset that I didn't let you summon Kanerah, and we barely saved the sweet teeth? I understand why you made that decision.
It would be unfair to my sister to use her as bait for the monster. But I can't even think of letting the Forefather feed the sweet teeth to the beast. We try to help everyone without risking making any sacrifices or putting anyone's life above others. Something in me rises against this decision, but the more I think about it, the more I see the wisdom in it.
I'm glad that you agree. Prometheus is smiling. I am smiling. What can we do now?
I'm afraid all we can do is wait. The devil promised is not yet the end, and that he'll make us break Nethys' other condition. I wish I knew how he's going to do that, because it means Kanerah and I will meet again.
Kiliga swings her tail nervously. Okay. Well, I have to go. So long. I have an idea of how he might achieve that. But he's probably acquiring materials to be able to do that now. I'm going to guess that he's going to destroy the disc. And so doing, somehow rip them together. Or maybe he'll cast something on the disc, pull him to reach something out of the disc. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, but that's what my theory is. Let me talk to your sister. Okay. Alright, so now we have the red one back out. I guess we have two kinetic diatoms now. One's better than the other, though, so we should have the backup one on the backup sister. So if we sort by type, we'll give you this. And you will get the weaker cloak of resistances that I have. You can take that off. You can have one of the weaker rings that I got. You can go back to having your Constitution belt. You know what? You have the Mithril chain shirt, but you know what? I'm not really using something here. How about we give you the ghost leather? It weighs a bit more, but I think it's good for you. And then we go back to you and we give you all your stuff. So you put the stick away. You get your thing back on. You get your diadem back on. You gotta get your ring back on. Where did your rings go? Ah, rings are at the top. Proficiency with kinetic blast. That's fun. I don't know if I want to give you the boots of creeping death. I'll give them to someone else. Someone else will probably make better use out of them. Not the steady hand. What do you have? The gloves of dueling? You might have had that. You might have had that. I don't remember exactly. Where are bracers? I guess they're at the bottom. You know what? If you're using this, that doesn't help your AC tremendously. Honestly, I think having you be immune to blind is probably the best bet. Yeah, I'll probably have you still be wearing the light absorber. We had extra. It's good. You can have it. Okay.
Follow my lead.
Sad to lose the sweet teeth, but I'm glad I got their quest done before I started the other quest. And I think we've handled all pressing matters. Yeah, I don't know why these keep unbunching themselves. Get all those gone. Yeah, we dealt with the hero's fate. We still have to go to the the Tenebrous Steps. That's true. Sweet teeth's done. Got all these done. All the companion quests are done for now. We still need to upgrade the regions. I still need to upgrade more people. Alright, I guess I'm going to be doing some kingdom management next time. Got almost all my errands done. I think I do have all the errands done. Ah, the Ravenous Queen. I don't think we can visit all the areas for that. So we're just waiting for the Militia. We're waiting for Chemo to come back with us. Alright. I guess I got some time to manage the kingdom. That's fun. And with all that said, I think I'll save that for next time. Well, we accomplished stuff this time. We mostly dealt with stuff with Kanerah and Kalika. What was their conjoined name again? Casey? Yeah. I'm bad at names. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm really bad at names. Especially in a situation where the same person is changing place a lot and just... it's confusing for me mentally. Thank you for joining me along this confusing journey. And hopefully I'll get less confused with you guys here with me. Later, Pathfinders.